What's up, my beautiful souls? So today is day 12 of the Believe in the Run Winter Grit. Um, I called a little audible this morning. My body's feeling a little beat up. Um, that's the one thing that I got used to not doing before, and it plagued me, and it came back to haunt me. And you know, when your body is feeling that beat up, listen to it. Listen to it. Modify what you're doing. Um, there's just as an older and heavier runner, you have to put some limits, as per se, to the stuff that you're doing, right? Until you can get strong enough to get past those things. That's the way that I look at it now. Um, for those of you sitting on the fence thinking, "Oh, I'm too heavy" or "I'm too old," man, listen. Everything can be worked out. It's a long drawn out process. It's not, you're going to step out the door and feel fantastic, straight out the gate. And it's going to take a while before everything becomes, you know, easier, right? But the thing is that 1 inch forward is still forward progress. So, you guys get out there, do your thing. Don't worry about anybody looking at you. Don't worry about your pace. Don't worry. Just get out there and build your endurance up. The only way you're going to do that is through repetition. If you're going to run one day and take 5 days off, that's not going to work out, you know? So, one of the tricks that I used when I wanted to get my mileage up was to run out so far. It was the out and back, to run out so far and give myself no choice but, to get back. But that came with distances, right? You mark your distances. If I wanted to run a mile when I started out and I couldn't run that mile straight, I would go half mile out and I'd have to run that or walk that half mile back. You know, I know it sounds like I'm rambling. In my head, it makes sense, and I'm trying to convey it to you guys. But that's another thing that I want to convey to you guys, that my videos are from a real person's perspective. You're not gonna find like this high quality production, value and stuff. I'm just a real person talking to you guys through a camera, because I know that there's plenty of you out there just like me that are either going through it or have gone through it, whatever stage you're at, whatever stage you're at, I've been there. When I first started running, it was like the hardest thing in the world. I couldn't get past a mile. And, gradually through repetition, running, every day. First, it was every other day. And then it was every day, whatever the distance was. Eventually, it started to become easier. Repetition, So be consistent. Everybody always says, "Oh, consistency is key," and it sounds cliche, and for the most part, it is a little bit. But there's truth to it. You gotta be consistent. You want to run a 5K? The Couch to 5K. I don't know how. I haven't looked at that program in a long time, so I don't remember how they have you do it. But you have to build up to it. You have to get out there. You have to continuously do it, and eventually you'll run your 5K. Well, now you want to run your 5K faster. Well, same thing. Repetition, repetition, different kinds of workouts. The other thing that I was doing when I started running was that I was doing more strength training, and that helped me a lot. A lot of CrossFit training as well. That helped me a lot. There's a time where I gave that up, and it just became all running, and to my detriment, because eventually it started to catch up, and I had some issues. The first thing I had was right before the first half marathon that I ever ran, I had a hip bursa issue, and boy, did that hurt! And it hurt, and it started like when I was like 11 miles out, and I had to come back, on my long run. And I was like, "Oh my God, how am I gonna get back?" I hobbled back. I made it back, but I had to take a month off because I just wasn't doing the things to support my body and my runs that I should have been doing. Um, and for I got away with it for a long time, and now I'm older. I'm 56 years old, I'm back to doing other things, other types of cross training to support my running. Because, I got runner's knee right before my Berlin Marathon. Boy, and that sucked. That sucked so bad because I was on track. Even at marathon day with the pain, I was on track for a sub-4 marathon. And, I kept up for 20 miles with the 4-hour pacers. And then, it all fell apart because the pain got unbearable. But, now the pain is manageable. It's slowly going away. I'm at 10% pain now, but it hurts a lot less now that I'm doing cross training. So, there's a whole mishmash in this video of information, and I guess I'll gather my thoughts at some point and make a really cohesive video. But the honest to goodness truth is, you just have to be out there doing it. You have to do the reps. You have to do the reps. There's no way that you can go from 0 to 60 without doing the reps every day. You have to get out there, and it doesn't matter your size. I'm 225 plus, and I'm out there running. And right now I'm running easy because I'm running every day, to mitigate, certain things that are happening in my body. But if I need to run an 8-minute pace, I can run an 8-minute pace, and most of my runs now have been, 10-minute pace plus, but if I need to run an 8-minute pace, I can do that. But the only reason that I can do that is because I've been out there hustling every day, doing my runs. And I got a treadmill this year as an additional tool. And my speed work on the treadmill has been fantastic. It's been beneficial. So, yeah, man, give yourself every option not to quit. Get out there. If you got to run, walk, you run, walk. There's no shame in that. So, let's get out there. Let's get this together. And let's do the damn thing. Peace out, y'all.